Final hour of the trading session. Welcome back to the close. Let's have a look at how things stand. Pretty red right across the board as we head into the final hour of the day. 0.88 here for the S&P, both the Dow and the NASDAQ. Full percent to the downside. One of those days, guys. Lots to discuss, though, as we head towards 4 o'clock. Let's get into the final hour of the day.
Lots to discuss, but wrong, Brendan. It's not all red. I see on there, I mean, like, trade 24 hours a day, so I don't really understand always how you arbitrarily pick that Ether is
Ethereum's up
0.01. But 0.01 to the upside. So last time I checked,
up when Ether's up like 500%.
I mean, look, I'm obviously tongue-in-cheek here, joking around a little bit. Hey, crazy morning show. It's going to be an interesting one for the close as well. Powell with some comments, of course, but oh, wait a minute. The position is showing I have to actually take a new position. There you go. I have to actually get another fill, and then things will refresh for you there.
Okay.
So I shorted Wish, and it was a mixed result, and now I'm long because 7 broke to the upside. I'm in VRPX, which this one's going to be a different. We're going to start this out by saying this one is going to be a different trade of the day because I will this will be my best stock of the day, but the theme of the trade of the day here is revenge trading because I did a heck of a lot of it on VRPX. It ended up working out for me, but it doesn't mean you should go ahead and do it. Right now, the short's looking pretty good, but this stock has been ridiculously strong all day long. The story isn't the earnings. The story is the fact that it has a 13 million share float and is up 217%. Clearly not a fundamental move here happening, although, I mean, I don't know. It's not a fundamental move. I can say that.
Okay, yes. So SoFi right now, thank God for that one. We spit out that money. We talked about that earlier. Is that working? Did that just spit out some cash there? What happened there?
No.
Uh-oh.
What about mine?
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Stream Deck not working. Alert,
No.
alert. Stream Deck not working. Okay, we'll get the Stream Deck to work in a second here. Might have to call Rob out, who we are very impressed, who he knows who the Premier of Ontario is. So that was really successful there. We both would have lost
Trader
money.
Pratt didn't.
Yeah, Trader Pratt still thinks it's Kathleen Wynne. So you can look that up, Trader Pratt, and find out if that's true. Is Trader Pratt even eligible to vote yet? I don't know. It should work now. Okay, let's go. Let's spit the cash out right now. Nope.
I will try this one.
Nope. On with the show. We don't need this. We went for a while without these, so we'll keep going. Okay. All right. Now we could get.
Every single time we hit it, probably.
No, it's okay. All right, good. Thank you so much. Let's move on. All right, SoFi here today, guys. We did finally get that crack through the bottom there. You may see some different colors up on here. I do have a new layout right now, so I'm going to try to adjust it and get it back to normal. Hopefully, it's okay for you guys. Here's the short early. I wanted SoFi short all day. I should have averaged into it. Silly me, because I don't know why we used 1450 as an out. I was just wondering if it was going to go for a little bit of a run there. Anyways, it breaks through 14, and then it's my best out 71s down there to the downside. So we put SoFi on the board as another positive name for us. So that's going to be a good trade here moving forward for us on SoFi. It's the only trade that we have left. I'm just seeing if it breaks out the bottom. We take back 14 and we'll get out of this one. But right now, it's looking pretty good to the downside here with SoFi. So that's going to be a good one. Brendan has another name for us. What's up, bud?
Envric Biosciences. Guys, we had big pop in this one about mid-afternoon. Don't see anything significant as far as headlines. Was doing absolutely nothing throughout the entire day, but going back an hour or so, 160 up to 190 on decent volume for ENVB.
I think Brendan might have to. Can you put those as bold, maybe, Brendan?
Yeah, whatever it is, we used to be able to read off of your chart a little bit better the number ENBV. It's on the move. We're going to trade what is moving because at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. You can't sit around in a barcoding stock. If this had gone to $2, I'd be a heck of a lot more excited about it, but there is still a chance it makes another push into that top. Speaking of, I'll go into VRPX just a quick second because it is still moving here. And I'm actually short a second time off of this 1475 level. A far more disciplined short than the one that I put on. This was the hammer after the halt to the downside. I wasn't happy with the fact that I missed out on that rollover and then it halted down. When it opened up, I got in way too early. It ended up working out. Essentially, my average price was 14. It goes all the way to 1250, so that doesn't mean it was the right thing to do to jam that hard all the way up. But now we got 1447 off that 75 top. It's already flushed once, but still putting in higher lows again after the halt. It cannot break this 1275. I'm sitting on the bid in front of VWAP here, thinking that we can get 1175. Probably go ahead and cancel that. That's a pie in the sky dream. But if this breaks 75s, I'm out of this. If it tests the top, I'll probably try it one more time off of 1650. But this name has been ridiculously strong. And of course, tongue-in-cheek, like, of course there's nothing fundamental about this move. It's all about the low float. These runners, they happen. You got to be able to play these. And there's another one, Robinhood, that we got out of way, way too early. This will load up here. Robinhood, all the way into the downside. We did short this at top at the end of the morning show, and then I got out in front of 47, did not hold it to the 46 level. It's actually holding higher lows successively, so Robinhood trying to make a move. 47's been a key level, but there's 50 minutes, so there's time, but the volume dying out, so I'm not really sure we're gonna get that press. If the volume can kick up, I like a 47 break on Robinhood, but I'm not touching that without a volume spike. Brennan?
I just realized our volume is not as adjustable as it once was, guys, on our charts, but we will continue to make adjustments here. Overstock, they announced a $100 million share repurchase program, and we're up significantly more than this early on this morning, but starting to break to the upside here again, back above 70, guys, for OSTK.
Not really. Maybe the volume. I don't know. I can adjust it back and forth. Okay, OSTK. Yeah, let's go ahead and start looking at some of those names here. Look at Clover, guys. Clover right now back down. Oh man, CLOV here back down a little bit here. Let's go to NASDAQ N. There it is. Okay, so the NASDAQ right now, the bottom of the day here is 8 even. So Clover right now down that 4%. Started off pretty nice today. 820, a nice rip to 850. We thought we were in the clear with Clove. I think this is a stock that you could buy right now at these levels, man, on the daily chart. Clover's looking pretty good. I mean, they did hold off that earnings at that 8. So we're getting, this is the 1 minute chart. These are both 1 minute charts, so there you go. But right here, Clover holding off that 8 today, 810, 805, and then 8 as the very bottom. So we're gonna look to see what we could do here with Clover moving into this 8 area. I do wanna get long. That's 630. Okay, so this is the one that's supposed to be daily chart, I believe. So we'll just adjust this right now. You guys can have a quick look. Remember, we did switch all of our stuff up. So here we go. Let's see if it loads. Okay, loading much better, loading much better. So pretty happy with that. And this is the bottom. Same thing on a daily chart, which is why I was confusing. Clover, nice little bottom there at 8. So I think this is worth an investment now if you are looking to pick up something that's really cheap and can go with a decent short interest as well. So Clover right here at 8, I think it's worth it. We'll wait for it to drop a little bit more for a day trade, but 805 looking like a nice bottom for Clover.
And we got viewers from South Africa. Shout out, awesome. So welcome, of course, all of our viewers as well. I saw the words NAOV, and then someone, and I missed who was talking about this. And I thought I saw someone saying it's breaking out. We might have different definitions. Maybe I read it wrong. We might have different definitions of breaking out here because the volume spike, and I wish I had seen this, but I don't know why. I mean, I kind of given up on the stock after it was sort of barcoding at this $3 level, 325, and then this fell off a cliff again down to 285. If anything, if it can't get above that 3/4, I think it might be a fade off of those levels, guys. So I mean, I'm still sitting in that. I'll be in that VRPX. Hopefully, that'll break 13 and give a $2 winner. But we're looking at Wish. It's continuing its push to the upside. I'm kind of sitting on the offer here, trying to take a scalp out in front of 710, and then up at 715, and then 720. See if we can't hold it into the high at 730. I did try shorting it in the morning. Gave it up at 705 instead of 7, which is quite honestly like a very puzzling decision because I wrote down the number 7 next to the word wish. So clearly that was just me putting a stop order at an incorrect price, which makes no sense. But these things happen from time to time. Pay an extra 5 pennies. Hopefully we can get the break up here to the upside. We'll give it to about 690 on the downside and then hang on for dear life. Wish. I don't think it's going to have an imbalance. Unlikely it's going to matter too much, but we will keep an eye on that one just in case. AMC has been a mover, so it's not something that we can ignore, but it is slowly trying to get off of the bottom from this morning. But the real push on AMC was at the open. It did have a secondary leg here at about 10 o'clock, but since then, you can't really say too much about it other than if you were, for whatever reason, just sitting off of that 36 level. It's come back into VWAP for you at 37. If there's a volume spike, that will interest me. Otherwise, we'll have to walk away from this one for the short term. A lot of things can happen from here to the close. Certainly, it's worth watching these names in the last 20 minutes of the day where there can be some increased activity. But VPRX, of course, VRPX, I should say, is going to be top of the list, and Wish has been on the move. Just needs to extend itself after this break.
Just a bit outside. Okay, so here's
Bob Uecker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those of you that know Major League, great Classic movie, obviously, as you go. So here it is. Yeah, we're right back in. Well, I mean, we were right back into this area. I was busy. We were testing memes and movers, guys. Looking like I don't know. Could be coming
Went
back.
well today.
Could be coming back soon. Okay, so $36 here. We did bid these last time it was down here. Bid, nice, and out 38. So that's basically a $2 win there on AMC early, that level that Neil just talked about, 36. So I actually had that this morning, and I caught some slack for getting out there. And then just remember that, Neil and I, day traders, we're flat at the end of every single day. So this is going to be a trade that I'll make when it breaks a key level back to the downside. Look, we let it go all the way up. It was $3. I mean, we almost had 39 print there. That's where my actually offer was. We talked about that. It came right back down, missed 39. We get out 38. So we give up $1 there, but that was still a nice long there on AMC when it goes pump. Look at the volume, like we talked about, really picking up there at 10 o'clock as we started breaking yesterday's high of 36.25, which is why that long was there. And thank you to whoever messaged me on Twitter about why I went long there. And I mean, maybe we can just show you back here, right here. So it's basically this 36 area yesterday that we had here. This goes all the way back. So there's 36.13. I mean, to be exact, you could use 36.15, 36.13, but we use the 25 there when it breaks. So there it is, bang, right to the upside. Nice little trade there for AMC. And now you're back into this level. So, I mean, if we can get back to 36, let's reload the long. But for right now, we're flat on AMC, but that was still a good trade. One of my top trades today. We're only red on one name today, guys and girls, and it's Roblox. And I mean, we're red, but it's not a huge amount. It's actually, I'm red as much as I'm up on other names. So right there, look, bang to the upside. There's that nice little long. We were looking short all day. It is now basically flat, hovering along here. I think we can probably take Roblox if it beats this right here, 79.25. Let's see if we exact a little bit of revenge here on Roblox. See if it's been holding these bottoms, 78. So if we can break this 79.25 right here, we may go for a run up into $80 one more time. So I'm going to try that here. Maybe Roblox is a little stronger than I thought it would be today. So 79.25 break on Roblox. I like that.
I might have just, I don't have my key set up. We'll do this. It's flushing. Is it not working?
Now it's not working?
Let's try another one.
There it
Okay,
is.
that worked. I might have just looked a gift horse in the mouth on VRPX. I was ready to maybe actually cover some in front of 1250. And I was like, nah, you know what? It starts to flush down again. A bit of a volume spike and a red candled volume spike there. So I'm going to go right back to putting my bid in front of VWAP. I mean, I'll reserve the right to cancel it if it looks like it's an absolute, just like craptacular flush going into it. There is another name moving, and it's not from Melmac. If you guys can figure out what I'm about to talk about, it's ALF. That's right. Yeah, that's me. Actually,
is it Malmac or Mel?
It's
is
Melmac.
It
I think it's Mel.
Mel. I think it's
Melmac.
Yeah.
Anyways, I watched that show. I actually loved ALF.
I love ALF.
It's a great show, man.
I mean, I don't know how none of the neighbors or anything figured out about ALF walking around. This guy's eating cats and stuff. I mean,
The cats are disappearing. It's a little ridiculous. What's ridiculous is if you were taking 10 breaks on ALF, you're probably a little bit frustrated with how the day's been going because break, fail, and then break 4 times. This has actually breached that $10 level. The max it's given you is up to 10.20, so obviously it's giving you basically nothing. This is up 33% on the session. You got to look for more than that. But you know what? It's holding the top end of the range. A lot of times you get a fail break like that over and over again, and you would expect to see a deeper retracement. That hasn't happened yet. That does bode well that if it takes out the quarter mark, this one actually has the chance to run. If it comes up again, I'll probably give it one shot to short off the high here before at least can't beat them, join them going into the long trade. But ALF still looking relatively strong. It's been a trap, but that doesn't mean it can't still be sprung. 5th time could be a charm on ALF. I mean, I say that kind of half jokingly. I mean, certainly it feels like the short will be pretty good. Robinhood still doing absolutely nothing, so a big disappointment for Robinhood. I thought there'd be a little something there. Tesla, on the other hand, now getting back into the upside. It did bounce off 650 here. I was looking at a 650 earlier, but then VRPX happened, and I was revenge trading in VRPX when Tesla, which made sense for me at 650 off the bottom, gave you that look. It's only up about $10 from the bottom, but given how things looked earlier in the session and the fact that we're still down 1%, Tesla getting back here, not a bad story for them. If it does press any higher, it's going to come into this like 670, 675. Which was a heck of a resistance level. I see no way it breaches that today. Long way to go before we're testing that level. And of course, VRPX, I did look a gift horse in the mouth. It is back to $1.50 in the money. Could have taken 2.
Yeah, I feel little silly on that one too, because we did talk about Tesla earlier on in the morning show. And I mean, I wish I could rewind it. Maybe that'd be kind of cool if we had that ability to do that for you guys to see what we were talking about. But we went back and there was these it's way back anyways. There was those 650 levels that we talked about. And then looking to break out through there. So that's a nice little trade there, down to 650, and then a complete bounce. So wow, anybody there on that name, you got rewarded a little bit there on that 650. So that was a good look there for you guys on that number. So I like 650, but again, pretty dangerous spot there as you're trading. I mean, I can only imagine what that looked like when it was there. So watch out for those levels coming through 650 one more time. Oh, and then I wanted to say here, Astralis Lux there. Alf eats cats. Yeah, you know what's good there with Alf. So yeah, anybody that's watched Alf, you have to be like an 80s baby, I guess, to know anything about Alf. So there you go. So that's, you know that Neil and I...
We're not 80s babies, though.
Pretty old. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're just on the fringe there. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, that's the Alf thing there. Okay, let's just keep looking, guys. Sonos is down today. Tesla's down. Let's check out some Palantir. Palantir announces that they bought $50 million worth of gold. Okay.
I know it's an old company, but
really? I don't know.
I saw that headline.
I mean, they're 18 years old. I don't know why.
Gold.
Yeah, I don't know if that did anything or not, but there's the daily range, so we'll forget about that. Yeah, I don't really see any volume spikes on that, but there it is, the bottom. So we talked about buying dips today, 23.75 would have been a nice one to buy there. You're seeing that goes right back into the 50-period moving average. You know, a lot of these high-flying names right now that are considered more value stocks than growth stocks, growth stocks and value stocks, the other way around. So anything right now that is growth is getting hit a little bit, like any of these new SPACs. And so Palantir kind of, I don't think it deserves it, but it's getting hit a little bit there off earnings. So we did moon to about 25.60 there, and then now we're right back. So there's that big earnings bump that we talked about getting, and then now you're coming right back into a little bit there, 23.75. I don't really see too many levels here on Palantir that we like moving forward, but we will be trading this again, obviously tomorrow as we go. We like it. And then here we go, Roblox, a nice little dump there. I guess, I got to extend this chart over a bit more. A nice little dump off that 79.25. We never got to that level. That's what we liked for the long. Maybe we should go back into the short here on Roblox, but it's not going to be until a 77.50 break. So not super excited about that one.
And I'm going to go to DD for a quick second here, just so to show you guys the strength. It's up 3%. It's not a ridiculous number, but the way that it got there is pretty impressive. And this is going to be on the radar. All of the depressed Chinese names are going to be on the radar for trades, because in August, when things slow down, you've got to hunt for volume and volatility. And we know that with every single headline, there's opportunities. You had a bit of a double bottom here at 790. It was breaking that in the pre-market, but then you get a wipeout bottom. Like, this is already through lows on a clear downtrend, breaking the bottom here, or at least testing the bottom here right at like 930, and then snapping back to the upside. Anytime you get a snap like this, it then consolidates above 8, and then you get a breakout here at like 810. That also happens to be yesterday's close price. I mean, that's a pretty solid setup for one of those capitulation flushes. I mean, I wasn't really I wasn't looking at DD hard enough, and I think really, if you're focused in on a symbol and you see something like that, it's kind of worth that shot there, maybe an 810 long. Whether you use 780 or 8 as your stop is more about your personal preference. But I'm looking now back at this 850 level. You go a couple of days ago, go to Friday, I should put, not a couple of days ago, go to Friday. On the way down, just try to check up here at 850. You then put in a high today on DD at 850. We've tested this several times here at the top, so I'd love to say this is going to be a fantastic breakout, but the volume is dying down. Could be a level for tomorrow on DD, but I'd love to see this. We have 40 minutes to go. I'd love to see this test at 850. I mean, you know me, I'll probably try shorting like 47 before I go long, but DD getting very, very close to a key breakout here at 850. And there's a lot of room for all of these names to run, not just DD. Clearly beaten up, as with every single name that I can think of that is a company located in China and listed here in the US.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So right now we'll throw to Brendan, but we will talk about Walmart and Target when we get back. Thanks for the questions. What's up, Brendo?
I was just going to mention, actually, Target, guys, coming off that retail number that we got this morning at 8:30. It was worse than expected, but overall the market has kind of shrugged it off a little bit, down 3.17. Earnings to come. Obviously, there was a little bit of a break back to the upside there through 254 on volume for Target.
Okay, so, all right, so let's talk about this. So Walmart came out with their report, and they reported that same-store sales, they're expecting an increase, and they were also increased over the year. So if we're going to talk about U.S. same-store sales, obviously that's where Target's big into. They're starting to get into the online spot, but they're obviously not as big as a Walmart online sales. So we'll wait to see what Target can do. And I think that today being down 3%, like look what Walmart's down. There you go. Walmart down nothing, right? Target down today, 3 and a bit. So I think it's giving you a good opportunity here. If you look at the daily chart for Target, we're coming right back in a little bit now. It's just been riding this 50 period moving average all the way up. So for me, do I like Target? Yeah, I actually think that there is a good opportunity here. Just the fact that Walmart, you know, they had better same-store sales. I think Target, and again, maybe this is just my experience from Target being in Canada and they were all brand new, but I think it's a nicer shopping experience. I think they have a little bit of a higher, not I think, I mean, I know they have a little bit of a higher income level of shoppers, so maybe their margins are a bit higher. I know they don't have food as much as Walmart, so I think that there could be some savings there because I know food inflation and cost of that is going through the roof as well, so Target may save on that. I think Target has better merchandise as far as home decor, as far as clothing is concerned. So, hey, look, back to school, back to work, everything. I think Target hits those spots. So, yeah, for everybody there, I think Target could beat tomorrow. And you're getting a little bit of a gift today, down 3%. I don't know why it's down 3%. I know, Brendan, we just talked about Target and Walmart there a little bit, but it shouldn't, in my opinion, I don't know why it's down there. This was a big move off the open. We didn't see that in Walmart today, so I don't really know, why Target is going the opposite way of Walmart. So for me, I like Target heading into earnings, and you can stamp that. I'm not in either. I'm in Walmart, but that was a lot lower. I haven't bought Target, Walmart, or any retail names lately. I don't think. My latest buys were Facebook and whatnot. Facebook at 350 was one of my recent buys. So actually, we're coming back in a little bit on that one now. That was just at 365. Even today, yeah, 365. So down 2 and a bit percent. Yeah, so that's my take on Target. And good luck to anybody playing earnings.
Yeah, I mean, like when we talked about this one yesterday, one of the things we mentioned here was that Target should be able to bounce back off a dip relative to any potential dip in Walmart because it's cheaper. And I'm not talking about cheaper in price, it's because it's cheaper, it's a cheaper multiple, which is shocking to me that it's actually down that 3%. So I'm not in it, but I mean, I actually like getting into this one on a pullback. So I might go, you want to wait till earnings comes in because what you don't want to see is good numbers by Walmart beating across the board. And like Sean said, same-store sales. And then all of a sudden at Target, you don't get those strong numbers. So you want to hold off, I think, especially, and this will give you a great opportunity in the fact that it has already dipped. Any further, if you start talking about sub 250, that's ridiculous, especially if their numbers are as impressive as Walmart's are. I'm not going to sit here and predict it. I'm not an analyst that says I know what earnings are going to be, but either way, I think it was shocking to me that they're actually cheaper than Walmart, given how strong the stock performance has been. And I did get into ALF. I said I would test. Look, I did think there would be a chance at a breakout, that eventually, like the fifth time would be a charm, but that's 10.20. It goes up there, tests at like 10.14, and fails again. So, of course I'm short 990 here. I got bids in front of this cluster. I got like 950 bids and a 970 bid, just trying to take some out for profit on the way down to VWAP. ALF has been a really strong stock, guys. So, it's not that I want to sit here thinking it's going to flush down $1. But how many times can this fail through $10 before you're, taking advantage of the fact that it's trading within this range? We'll try and do that here. If I can start scalping out the winner, we'll take whatever we can get because Wish is doing absolutely nothing. It's been in the money 5 cents. It's been out of the money 2. I mean, that's pretty boring. Brendo?
A little one, guys. Arbitus popping up here. ABUS. This is a little bit earlier, 2 o'clock, just after 2 o'clock. This popped up. Forbes published an article that Seeking Alpha, it looks like, picked up on, basically talking about the Moderna and Pfizer mRNA vaccines that apparently use technology for their delivery systems that are very, very similar to a vaccine technology that this company has. So they named even the scientists and doctors involved in this article, saying that both of these vaccines that Moderna and Pfizer use were very similar to this one. So ABUS going crazy on that, on huge volume, guys.
It is a lot of volume. Relatively speaking, of course, and it just spiked up here. I mean, I don't have any obvious levels on this ABUS. It is up 11%, but it's just, the thing is, if that initial spike gets you into like that 3/4 range, you're just probably jamming a short on it because who cares? And then, of course, look, give me a break, Alf. Like I was just saying, I was at that 970 level. And then I can show you here. It just bounced right off of I'm going to go ahead and cancel that first bid. If it comes back down here again, I'll probably let the offer trail and then hit the offer instead of waiting around and then just having it bounce just a penny shy of my target. If it does come back into the upside, like I said, we'll be all out at 1020. Not trying to be a hero on this name, no way, no how. NAOV, I know you guys are still paying attention to this one. I'm not sure why. Like it's been barcoding since we came back on. There is a chance it does another flush. I mean, why not? But I'd rather see this thing, I'd rather fade it if it's going to try to pop again than try and short the lows. Now, a 3 break, if I see size on the bid, only about 60,000 shares on the bid right now, which for a stock doing 111 million on the day plus, that's not a significant size at all. But it's still, if that picked up a little bit, it could be worth a 3 break for a little bit of a, like 5-10 cent winner. Otherwise, I need to see this thing start moving before we start chasing around there. It was great this morning. Obviously, all day long, you could have held a short, but NAOV put me to sleep.
Yeah, and you got to trade stocks that are actually moving here, guys. And I think that's the one thing that Neil and I try to cover as much as we can for you. Trade names that are moving, right? And I mean, if you don't do that, then you will be stuck, with no volume. And so, with that being said, let's go over to Target a little bit here. We just talked about why we liked it, so we talked ourselves into a trade right now. So we are long right here at 99s. Is that a stuck ARCA? Okay, refresh. I got to get rid of ARCA.
I know.
Yeah, I got to get rid of ARCA there. Okay, so right here, we're going to see about the upside right there. I think this is a good downside risk. You have VWAP here at 60, so we can see if that breaks that. We'll average into Target here, into the print today, coming, I think it's going to be tomorrow morning, not aftermarket, but either way, this is the last day of full trade for Target, so we'll wait to see where it comes down to the downside here. I do want to average in, but we are going to wait to see if it takes out the top here. And again, just no idea why this is happening to Target today. I don't know why it flushed there. It flushed this level 256.50 and then just kept on going down. Didn't even look at it again. Bounced a couple times, 256.50 almost even. And then when it broke it, it never came back. And now you have a bottom of 252. So let's wait to see. Again, I have another stuck NASDAQ here. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'll have to refresh this.
I will hit this one. It's time to get out of VRPX. I mean, I was holding out for a bit of a bigger winner, but obviously you can see the first time we shorted off the downward halt, it's going to hold at 1220. It then holds at 1250. It holds up. It checks up again. Another candle, another big candle down there. Checks up at 1250 one more time. So I'm just going to get out. There was an offer at 70. We just took that one out there. So it's a secondary trade. This is a much more disciplined. Like short that 1450 off of 75. That's the top after the halt. Much more disciplined entry point there, and then we get the last of it out instead of just absolutely hammering like 3 times because I was like, it's going down. It's going down, and it better go down. Like, here's the thing. Even though I'm probably going to tell myself I should be getting out at 15, and when I get into this short, there's a decent chance because I was revenge trading that I don't have that discipline in that moment. That's why I shouldn't have had the trade in that fashion. Like, I should have just gotten out of this one. It's going to be the trade of the day, and we'll get into it a little bit more there. But we're thankful to be able to drop the mic on VRPX, walk away from this one relatively unscathed, even though I was breaking my rules, and we'll explain that a little bit more with the trade of the day. I don't want to get too far away from the EV space because Tesla's been moving today. NIO also, come on, load up. NIO also on the move. This getting back above VWAP, this getting back above 38. The volume, I wish I could say the volume was picking up. So there isn't much to this 38.25 break if it can get there. Again, you want to be looking for volume spikes. You want to break out with a volume spike. Man, I took that Wish, the context logic 7 break or the retake of 7, and there was no volume behind it. So it's not going against me, but it's also not moving. Whereas VRPX has tons of volume still going on, and that's what you want to be looking for here, guys. And of course, ALF, that's got plenty of volume. It doesn't mean that, I still haven't gotten the winner here, but this is going to do something. It's either going to blow me out through the top or it's going to flush back into VWAP here. Inside the middle, no way with the amount of volume it's churning through here. So the volatility is going to come into this name. There's no guarantees that I have it right, but I got a hard stop at 1020. There's no way I'm holding through the high of the day. That, to me, would be suicide.
All right, let's flush it down, guys. Unfortunately, there it goes. Our friend, and maybe friend no more, Target goes to the downside there, and we just flushed that out. So we are now out of Target, and you know what? For now, pretty happy with that. We took a shot. Oh, that's a 1 minute. Okay, I got to zoom in a little bit here. So a couple averages in there. It turned out to be a little bit of a position. So we do take that hit on the breakthrough 50. Maybe that was the flushed out there. He goes as low as 33. I think we could probably, shoot, I was going to say, oh man, we could have taken that long back again, but we didn't. So we missed, damn it, we missed that, Sean. That should have been had one more time. That's my bad. We should have had that again. So Target coming to the downside there. We should have had that trade and busted it back to the long side off that fail break. So that one definitely, I mean, every trade is on me, but that one definitely on me there, because that was a break there, a flush. We got flushed out at 50, and then it came right back up, so they sniffed that trade out. Good job there, Target. You did get me out there, so we add a losing stock to the board there. Can't go perfect every day, but we're trying here today. Yeah, July, okay, that's a good point there. Brendan talked about retail sales this morning being weak, so could be the flush on Target early, but again, just surprised that it didn't follow Walmart a little bit more today. And this would be a winner, it's not, because we got out of it. So now we'll wait to see here where it goes from here, but we're busting out through VWAP. Target mistake there. We should, I don't know. I still don't think it was, I mean, it was a mistake because we lost, but I still don't mind that trade. And then right now, what have I done here? Now we have a mistake. Remember my layout? I blacked out ARCA.
Yeah, so, I know what's going on there.
That's what that is, but we'll get that all fixed up. But Clover right now, trying to go back to the upside right now. We did call that 8 bottom. I'll get that, but why isn't that showing up on New York? I'll have to get that fixed. I'll figure out what's going on with that. But Clover right now to the upside.
So this is a good point here, because Derek Spainhauer, Alf went to 10.19, a penny from the stop. You're absolutely right. So there's no hiding it. If this prints above 10.20, I'm getting out of it. It goes right to that high of the day, turns around on a dime. And when you're recording, when you're going over your results or sort of going over your trades, you've got to also understand that, for some of your trades, when it goes, like a cent away from a stop or takes it by 1 penny and comes back, sometimes you want to put a little asterisk in there just to know that there was a little bit of a luck. The level was good, but there was a bit of luck to that execution. And then maybe examine what the spread is like on that stock. Is there a reason why maybe you would have wanted an area stop instead of a hard stop? Just a little bit of a thing that I've learned here. Now, this 980 level on the flip side, if I can come to the level 2 here, this 980 level, I mean, every single time it gets taken out, there's just like a bid just sort of comes right back in. You just saw like MEMX pop in for 2,000 shares. A lot of day traders use that gateway because it pays a pretty good fee. So that's a lot of people covering shares at 980 or potentially even buying for a break here. So the bulls had this by the horns. It just feels like there's like an invisible wall sitting at 1020 because there's really nothing on the offer up there. So it is an invisible wall. This 30-cent range can't hold for much longer. Brendan?
Yeah, pretty cool story on that Alphi today for anyone who missed it. This popped up just after 12 o'clock. Actually, it was right around 12 o'clock. So they have a digital advertising tablet product that goes in the back of cars. You might have seen them in Ubers or taxis or what have you. 14 now major U.S. markets will carry their product officially. So at day highs, as Neil was mentioning, for ALF.
Alf, okay.
Strong.
Good one there, yeah. So right now, SoFi, still the position that we have on. Oh, come on. All right, I mean, the charts are getting better. They're not hesitating, but they're still not the greatest. Okay, 1375, barcoding again, so not much happening there. Let's check back in on the stock that we lost on earlier. Target, still doing nothing. And then AMC, ooh, back to 37. This may be something here, man. I like these breaks. 37.50 on AMC with only 30 minutes to go. That still is possible. Let's see if AMC gets its mojo back here. And actually, we'll take a break of VWAP, actually. 37.20 on AMC. I like that. We'll see if it gets going. Still weak volume. You can't really see, but maybe I can move my charts up a little bit. Volume, yeah, there we go. Let me move that up. There we go. So volume not super strong right now on AMC, but a break of 37.20, and I like it. We'll take our shot there. 37.20 coming through on AMC, guys.
And just because every now and then you get a stock that just absolutely dies. This FLGC, Now, it's been barcoding for a while, but I wanted to put it into perspective. It's down 20%, clearly going to be SSR, short sell restricted, but it caught like a wipeout bottom and has been holding a higher low right about 1180 for the majority of the afternoon, since about like 1:30. So this is 2 straight hours of barcoding on the stock, which has been getting absolutely crushed. Now, it's been a couple of days pulling back off that 22 top, and there's nothing that really stands out on the daily. However, if you look at this from the 15-minute chart, and I haven't traded this since last week, well, actually a couple weeks ago, back in early August. But if you look at this level here, and it's going to continue loading and skew my chart, it's about 1085. So you put in a capitulation bottom at a higher low, which was already support down here at 1115, and then you're holding this 1180 to 12 area. Not a bad place to break from. And of course, it's been a running theme. The volume not really there for the potential break, but I got to be watching this one for sure. FLGC, it's going to stay on my list of names that'll be worth the watch. And we always say if the volume isn't behind it, you should get out of it. That could happen here for me in Context Logic, because here it comes, back below VWAP. There just wasn't enough of a volume spike to carry through this trade through $7. If it breaks 90, I'll risk that 10 pennies plus a little bit of slippage there. But it could be a losing trade for us. It's not there yet, but it looks like it's about to be a losing trade for us. And VRPX, yeah, good thing we got out of that one and took the profit, because it seems like, again, it catches a bit off that 1250. Now headed back to the upside. I won't short this 1475 level a third time. Twice is enough. If it breaks it, there's still the 16 high of the day where it halted downside when it rejected 16. So that should at least still be a level if this continues to the upside here. But VRPX, that seems like a good out. It's already up another $1.50 since we bought back.
All right, I'm going to get back into Target a little bit here if I can. And good trade, Robert talked about that there. Good trade. Where is it? Right here. Was with you. Target long 70, add 50, flat 80. Good trade, man. Unfortunately, you guys saw that we got wicked out there. I wish we didn't, because we would have made that same trade with you guys right now. So thank you. Long QS. Okay, we'll look at that, Shakib, in a minute as well. QS looking to go long on that name. So we'll check out. QS has been a dangerous play for those of you that know that name. They got that Scorpion downgrade, but QS was down to $20. Yeah, okay, so the same thing now at 20. So watch out for QS here, all the way to $20 today. Maybe a nice little downside move, still down 1.45%. So I'll do a little bit more work on that. But I thought I got long. Shoot. I thought I got long there on Target. Damn it. That's too bad. This was a winning trade and I just got out of it. So is what it is. But right now, Target back through 250. I mean, now we're going to go long if we take out 255.20. But we also sitting down here to get some longer longs as well. So 255.20. That sucks, man. Life of a day trader right there, guys.
That is the life of the day trader. It's the cost of doing business. It happens to you, but you always got to look at, you analyze your trade based on, the directional call, the levels that you had, and then go back and then improve from there. That's what it's all about. Nicola on the move. I see you guys, and this is why I love the community. It's all about you guys letting us know what is moving. Sometimes we'll miss some things. And previous bottom, you go into last week before Friday, and Nicola did have this 985 bottom, and I'm only saying 985, break at 985, because what price do you think we're sitting at right now? And
985?
Yes. Wow.
I didn't even have to look. I don't even know what stock you're talking about.
That's just unbelievable.
That worked out amazingly.
985, is that not also the winning time in the 100 meters by your man from Italy? I think that's what
was it. Only 985?
Was it 98 or 995? Either way.
Lower.
Either way, Jacobs was a beast. That was an impressive run. Congratulations to them for winning the gold and the 4x1.
I don't know, the Italians, I don't know, they won the 4x1 and the 400.
That was amazing, the 4x1, by the way.
I was wondering if there's some, I don't know, we'll see. I know that one of the
British guys, you know what.
One of the British guys got caught for doping.
Look, man.
So, maybe Canada should be getting...
Track is not the cleanest sport.
Should be given the silver medal for our relay team, maybe.
I'm not sure why that's not already happened. But anyways... From that to Nicola turning around at 985. I actually don't know why Nicola's up so much today. Clearly they had, look, I'm not laughing at Nicola. It's just they had a huge volume spike at 1 o'clock. So obviously there was something that happened here on Nicola. 985, of course, on the 15-minute chart we showed you was that level. It's not doing a ton of volume, but certainly is at least picking up going into the close. So decent chance if we can maybe retest this level one more time, this could be worth the rollover. This alpha is getting a little bit ridiculous, by the way. I don't even, it's insane. It can't break the 980 level. It can't break and hold above 10. This 1020 is just like a magic wall. it just feels like, and what I actually did is canceled my 970 bid and then brought that back a little bit, because if it's going to break 80, it's probably going to give you more than like that 10 cents. It'll probably give you that 20. So I moved my first order back. Didn't really do much with the one at VWAP here, but just giving myself more room. Like the longer it coils up, if the level breaks to the bottom, it just gives you more of a win. So I want to make sure I capture more of that. With only 20 minutes to go, however, I can't hold it indefinitely. Obviously, as you guys know, we have to be flat at the end of the day.
Correct.
I just want ALF to go. I feel like if this stock just clusters up here and then breaks at 4 o'clock and then maybe does like a dollar run, that'll be very frustrating. But these things happen from time to time.
Yeah, they do, and it's just like how we're frustrated with Target because we banged that one, man. That was good job on anybody that held that as a long right now on Target, because there it goes straight back to the upside. And yeah, we're eating a little bit of crow on that one as well, because we were long. I mean, look at these longs. Taking out at 50 there, that was silly. We got to regroup a little bit. It is tougher to trade in the afternoon, I find, than it is the morning. I mean, we had a lot of trades on the morning time that were absolutely fantastic, and we have some more here as well. There it goes. Shoot, man. So now I'm long at a much higher price, and what can we do about it at this point? As we just said, Target right now, and watch what's going to happen now. Okay, so we're going to hold this now until this very end. So we'll die on this sword a little bit here. Target trying to move up. The NASDAQ's not really moving, so we'll just see where it goes, but I'm still excited here for this trade. So let's see if Target takes out that top, and then if we can just go one more time here. We just took that out, so I'm kind of thinking 250, 650 or so. Let's see if we get a big boost, and of course it hits that and then comes right back down. Man, this is a little bit frustrating here today, but we'll wait to see what happens. We're going to give it this bottom here, 250, 330 or so, average into this trade, guys.
I'm going to hit a different one. I haven't hit this one in a while. Do a little backflip action and go snarf. Yeah, I know. I'm getting all of this ALF stuff out of the way. We don't get to trade this symbol every single day, guys.
Right.
So, we got to use it while we can.
Do
Material is low. It's low-hanging fruit. I just told about pulling my bid back from 70 to 60. Just got the fill. I mean, actually at 65. It's 65 there, so it's a 990 short. If it goes back up again, I kind of feel like I want to short this at like 10 to 10.05 instead of 990 where I got it before. But we are running out of time. I won't add to this short position if it's past 350 or probably even close to 350 with 20 minutes left to go. For now, it seems like the bid is cracking. If we get VWAP, I even want to hold on to more of this just in case this cracks VWAP and gets you all the way down to 9 even. It's been such a wall at the top. You want to give this every opportunity to fall all the way back in, as there could be some profit takers. It is up 37%. And of course, as I say all of that, looks like the average in is coming faster than I thought.
Yeah, same thing here for me with Target right now, as it's still going to the downside. So we will average in right there now and see if we can get a better price now on Target, 255.10 our price. So we'll see if it goes back to the upside. I'm still somewhat excited about it, so we'll wait to say that. SoFi right now is coming back to the bottom right now. It will barcode a little bit here. What time is it? 3:41. Actually, I don't have my imbalances up, so I don't know if there's anything on Toronto. I don't have that loaded on my layout. 1370 right now, not a bad trade. But again, we talked about SoFi, why we like the short today. I hate it because I am long SoFi, and I do think SoFi has a good opportunity, but we did break that 14 bottom that we made, and then today, nicely moving downside there on those breaks. So we tried the short early, got busted out a little bit, and now you're moving to the downside here as it continues to make some kind of moves. That is SoFi. We'll see where it goes. And then Target averaged in, and now it's even lower. So we'll average in one more time and then see if we can defend some of these bottoms here on TGT, guys.
So me saying whoa under my breath had nothing to do with these imbalances and everything to do with a VRPX heading towards that 16 level very, very rapidly here. Actually got some shares at 37. I will wait until it tests 16, but I mean, you have Manulife here for 900,000 shares. It's not gigantic, but it's not nothing. And Enbridge at 650. So there are a couple of things, and apologies, I know it's really hard to see, but Toronto, sometimes there's actionable trades on the imbalance, but a couple that might be worth a look there from if you're watching Toronto symbols there. And a Suncor as well, a small sell at 600,000. Could be actionable, worth a look for sure, but that VRPX, thank goodness we didn't short off of this. We waited for it. We didn't short this at 1475 again. It would have given you like a small scalp trade, but I wait for it to retest the highs. It kind of checked up there at 1550. So I took a first look at 37. Really should have just waited for 16. So VRPX got out by the skin of our teeth at that 1250 level because here comes rapidly that 16 even, which just turned, oh wow, we couldn't even get that.
Let's check out Apple.
No chance.
No VRPX.
That's what I got. I tried to. Well, it might come again here. I'm trying to get 70s.
VRPX is just nuts there. We can go over to Apple 150. Looking at that again, that's new all-time high yesterday. 150. Ooh, we touched 151, 152 almost today. So Apple rocking and rolling and cooking with gas right now. But yeah, your RPX. I mean, everyone's trading that. Why don't we go over and trade something that's moving a little bit here?
Strong.
Yeah, it continues to be strong. My charts will load in a minute.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this might be one time too many.
There's a crash.
But every now and then, look, I mean, I waited for 16, but I did start at like that 37, which was probably too early. I should start covering some of this in the quarter range if it gives me a shot at a reprieve down there. I did get those 70s, but that just puts my average price to around that 50 level, which it should be much better than that. I should have an average price in the mid 60s if I was trading this a little bit more disciplined. The only good thing about this is I did wait for it to get closer to 16, maybe not close enough. It did touch 16 on the nose, so there was a chance to get like 85 to 90s if you could get it. So, in this particular case, like I just got some quarters out, but average price instead of being 70, 75, it was 50. So I'm sitting here taking 25-cent wins and 40-cent wins instead of taking 50-cent and 70-cent wins. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but that's a huge deal when you're short off a level like 16, and that's not even the high of the day. So this will be the trade of the day for revenge trading, and then you just saw me live get in early again, despite telling myself a million times, wait for this thing because it's stupid strong. It's very likely to give you the price you want for the short instead of getting early. That's exactly what I did here, here, and here. Patient here, and then no patience on this massive spike up. I'm going to get away with it, but that doesn't make it the right thing.
No, well, sometimes it does. Okay, 70 cents now. What was I talking about? 25 cents now out of the money on target. So our average price, that's what it was. Our average price is 82.70, but average price should show up as 83, I guess, on the board. So now we'll wait to see where that's going. Took that takeout. Now we're just averaging back in to the spot where we should have never dumped them in the first place. So now we'll wait. I mean, we're going to get taken out here. This is going to be unbelievable. Back and forth on target here on the close. So let's wait to see. We probably should wait for imbalances to come out. Maybe we will do that. Yeah, 254. Okay. Let's wait to give a 254 clean break then down here on target. Maybe 254.20, something like that. Like, look, they almost hunted our stop out again on that downside. So you got to be very, very careful with some of these plays here as target just went down to that 40 one more time there. And thank God we didn't have our stop order there because we would have got stopped out one more time, which might have been a good thing. We'll see if it's working. Right now, 10-cent spread, not great for me, especially if you're using some levels to get out on. But we're going to wait to see if it breaks through 254. Let's give Target some room here as a report coming tomorrow. So Target, I still like you. You are still friends, but you need to start moving up. So let's get going on that.
You better believe it. And like I said, we'll get away with that ALF. But it's actually, VRPX, but it's coming right back to the 16. That's going to be a hard stop for me. I do want to go to this ABUS because Brennan brought this name to us. And I don't know, like I immediately, you should never write off a name. I mean, if Brennan's going to take the time to give us something that's moving, a lot of times there's an opportunity. Made another press to the upside, so now up 16%, continuing towards fresh highs, and actually getting right to, on the daily chart, you'll see that 335 level. And then this is what we kind of said, it gets more interesting right around this top. Now, it's held 335 on a dime, but I'm not exactly seeing, there's not a lot on the level 2. This is still, this is ABUS. There's not a lot going on here in the level 2. And then look at this. Like how long, we're just watching this for a few seconds here. There's not a lot of printing going on.
Yeah,
Lots
Target.
of liquidity and not a lot of printing. So ABUS, no ball.
Yeah. What's up now, Target? What you got? You thought you could get me out, but you didn't get me out, Target. No, you did not. So there we go. So we put Target back on the board. And yes, so right there, diamond hands, but not really, because we didn't get out there. So Target goes right to our point, right where we talked about it, and then bang, 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 bang. What up now, Target? Hopefully it continues to go, but there it is, and that's a good one. Let's see where we go now. Okay, what's up, Litchfield, Wakefield there? You're my star, brother. You are mine. So let's get going, guys. We love our viewers. Thank you so much. And there it goes. So yeah, Target, nice trade there. I mean, I can't be more happy than I am right. Well, I could be a lot more happy than I am right now, but we'll wait to see where Target goes. That's why we get out. Like that just spikes up there. I'm like, thank you very much. So we're out of half of that trade. Now we'll see if it can go back to the upside. You watch, it probably tanks down now that we said that, but here it goes back to 09. It's a 50-cent winner now on Target. We go from, hating it to loving it. Target looking to take out that top, and then we do have targets. We do have ideas, I guess. Kent keeps saying that.
Yes,
yeah, I guess we can. I do have a 256 target, and then I'd love to get into here 256.50, but that's a lot of love now. It's got to get going here. Let's go TGT.
You should only say target when you're trading target. Right. Everything should be about your targets. I'll drop this one because I like it. I'm gonna get out of VRPX, and you're gonna ask, why would you get out at this time? It's 348, I have to be flat at the end of the day, and it checked up. Remember, post-halt resistance price 1475. Shorted it once, twice. On the way back down from that 16 short, I don't care what my price is. At this time of day, I'm just gonna get out. I don't want this thing checking up and former resistance turning into support and then it bouncing back to the upside. So not looking a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, I'm not even on that key.
Neil never looks a gift horse in the mouth.
I never look, and then I accidentally hit the wrong thing.
Sometimes, that's the point.
I look at all the time. That's why we add the key, because I do it all the time. So I wanna make sure we're not gonna do it here. Even if it goes further to the downside, that's fine. With only 10 minutes left, I'm still in Wish. If Wish even comes close to $7, I'm just going to see if I can get out of this one flat. It is context logic is not moving, and you have to trade what moves. VRPX is moving, ALF is moving, and speaking of ALF, oh, that was looking so good, and now it's right back. Found another bid at 960, and it's grinding back towards the high. So ALF, this stock is strong going into the close. It does have an invisible wall at 1020. But it doesn't really matter if it continues to flush. I will not be averaging it anymore because it is too close to 350. Only 10 minutes left in the session. I will be getting out of, I might just punch out of Wish if it breaks 695, because if it's not moving, it's not worth risking an extra 5 pennies. Brendan's ready because it's still earnings, and there's some interesting, well, you know one of them on the list because Sean just got his revenge on it.
Yeah.
We're all going to look at Donut tomorrow because that's the one we're talking about. Retailers, guys, here we go. Earnings aftermarket tonight and before the open tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, Target. What up, Target? You're there. Digital Ally, maybe. There as well. That's
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. D-Nut is on there as well. D-Nuts is very, very low right now. Okay, there it goes. Nice. Another out there on Target.
So you're saying D-Nut is hanging low in price?
It's low-hanging nut there, yeah. Okay, so DNUT, we'll have a quick look at that one as we keep the show clean. This is what I mean. I mean, we are very, very low here on Donut. And, you know, if you go down to the one, this is just Krispy Kreme. Again, another failed IPO. Like, it didn't come out at the same time as DD. It was one other one. It wasn't Coinbase. Donut and something came out on the same day or next day, or I can't remember what it was, but it was something big. There it goes. Anyways, a nice move up to $20, and then you're right at the bottoms there again. So yeah, watch out on this one. If you like donuts, you might like these nuts, because for right now, this is going to the downside here for Donut.
I love it. It's not even Friday. We're having fun anyways, guys. I know Sean's changing his layout, so I'll get you guys the imbalances. Sorry, it's a minute late here. Uber, 1.5 million to the upside. SU, 1.2. Apple, 1.2 million. Those are all buys. Remember we showed you MFC, Manulife was a sell in Toronto. Well, it's a sell over here in New York as well. Wells Fargo, 700,000. These are not gigantic, but Uber at 1.4, it kind of does stand out a little bit here. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a monster move, guys, but every now and then these things tend to matter. As I look at Uber, there was a small spike to the upside. And this is right here, like it moved from 41 to 41.15, and that's one of those cases where if you were short this stock, maybe you were shorting into this move here on Uber off the high. You got the turn at 14.25. You see that volume spike coming. You might tighten your stop up. You might take some out around 14.05, 14.10. It just might give you a reason to get a little bit out. And I mean, the only thing left that I'm left in here is ALF, and it's making another run at the high of the day. So thankfully we got some out at 960, but at this point, I'm not going to take the reversal long break. If it breaks the high of the day, I'm just going to cover it. And I'm probably going to have to take some out at 960, this new bottom that it's made. It just feels like we're going to hang out at the top end of the range, which might give us a chance to play these levels tomorrow morning. At least that's what I'm hoping for. You never know.
Hide cross market, I think, is what I'm missing. I just got to find that option, and I'll do that. We'll do that afterwards. Okay, Target, you tried. That's fine. I was here with you, and we are still friends. So Target, now we get that money back, and we just took a little bit out at 255 break. We are still waiting for a little bit higher on this. We'll see if it can pump into that close, and then we will get the rest out on this name. So we'll wait to see if Target can get us out in the teens. That'd be pretty nice if it does do that. That's what we're waiting for at this point. target out on the teens if we can get that, and then a little bit higher than that. I'm trying to save 2 bullets left for you. There's still, what time is it? 3:53 right now, so still a little bit left in the chamber here. The 36 chambers we have right now, so we'll see if that can get locked and loaded right now. And cream dollar bills, and we're trying to make much more than that here left. So we'll wait to see here as it is still coming to the downside. Look, we've emptied it out. Like, we've emptied out a lot. I have like 20% left of what we have. That's why we have the 2 shots. I like to trade those out like that. So we'll wait to see. But right now it is coming back to the downside. So target on that fade and not much else. Okay, we might as well just get out of SoFi right now. Good trade for us here today. We'll dab up on that. That was on our sticky note right here. SoFi was on there for that short through 14. We had to have a little bit of pain, not pain. We took a little bit of a trade early out in the same minute for about a 6 or 7 cent hit there. Averaged in, actually, I guess it was a little, that was right. And then there it is right there on the short through 14, all the way down, taking nice. Like, this is the thing, if you could take 6 or 7 cent hits and then start, so there's a 6 or 7 cent wins, 10 cents actually, 15 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents right there, down to 70. So, makes sense there. So SoFi is a nice little win for us. Oh, target. Ooh, I thought it was going to go back up to the upside. Let's get out of SoFi and then just get ready to go. And Ford down a little bit today. I think it's investable at these levels. Ford.
So I'm going to drop an apology in the chat. So it took me the entire afternoon show, well, there's 5 minutes left, to realize I was logged in as my administrator in the chat. So I'm like, who is this person that keeps on posting as like the channel? Like, yeah, that was me the whole time, thinking that I was just talking to you guys. So every single time you saw that, that was actually me. In the chat, guys. So apologies.
Chat?
Yeah, no. I was live trading by TraderTV Live.
Oh, there's, I see what it says that I see.
The whole time I've been posting is that I didn't even realize,
Gotcha.
guys. So it's been that kind of a day, whatever. But that you can read back. Hopefully, you guys saw what I was saying every single time. So it is what it is. I've been there the whole time in the chat, of course, answering you guys. And both these names, ALF and VRPX, I know I've been trading to the short side and it's been working. But let's not ignore the fact in context here, both these incredibly strong. You're talking about closing, well, at least for now, closing on highs of the day, or at least very, very close to it. VRPX up 250% and closing a couple of dollars off of the high. This is a $4.20 stock. So if this isn't on your list as a day trader tomorrow, I don't know what you're looking at. Like, this one's going to move one way or the other. We'll be all over this, and Alpha as well. Like, both these will be very actionable stocks. And one more thing, Sean already said it, but I'll double down on this. A lot of work went into testing memes and movers, which we put on a hiatus just to make sure we can get things running more smoothly. The way things went today, I can tell you, I don't think we'll be gone very, very long. The entire team worked very, very hard on it. Trader Pratt and Miss V did an excellent job, and the entire group, like, Robbie, Lucas, Maggie, all working pretty hard there. We did a little bit, maybe not too much there, but we did our part. I think that'll be back relatively shortly. It's all about keeping up the standards for you guys, our viewers, because you're number one.
Yeah, exactly. So we did get into a little bit of AMC there, but we didn't mean to get in this late in the day, so we'll just get out of AMC. That was a mistake. Left a script order running, so we'll get that out, and we just did. So whatever, you might have seen AMC pop in and out. It's just too late. I mean, I love this level. I mean, we called this break, and it's right there. So that was a good trade for us on AMC, but there you go, 37.20. It breaks it, and it's just, I mean, maybe I should have held it into the close, but again, we are flat here every single day into the close. So that's the policy of Day Trade the World. So I'm going to get out of that one and just not really worry about it, even though there's still 3 minutes left. I guess that was a little bit premature. I did want to go over to Target one more time. So there it is. That's going to show up as a short because I did have offers out higher, but we will. That'll correct itself. And then 20, I mean, I'm still waiting in here to see if we get that last second pump, man. 255.17 we're offering right now. So we'll see if we can get that right now on TGT. But actually, overall, pretty good, man. We're long at 58 right now. Some nice outs. It's a flat, like all these longs, then busted out there is crazy, then take that long again. So I think we were pretty right with the longs, but right now it's coming to fade back in just a little bit now on TGT. So watch out for Target with only 2 minutes to go. I just got to, these level twos are wrong. I've changed my colors and everything like that. I just got to fix some of the widgets here that will correct this cross market.
Yeah, absolutely. And Uber didn't really do anything, so forget about that imbalance. It doesn't really matter. I'll show you Moderna, which is right at the high of the day here. So a lot of strong names. Moderna up 8%. 28%. Let's keep in mind, this did have that hard turn off of 500, so it's still 25% off of the highs, even with this strong close. The real story is the fact that the ES is trying. It's going to close, close to that 0.7 to the downside, but you're seeing some strong names in healthcare for sure. Moderna right at that 400 level. I shorted it once, and at the time, the reason, look, it's a ridiculously tight stop. You're going to say, why would you only have $1 stop? I was looking for a short between 405 and 410 on Moderna. So when I shorted it off of 400, I kind of thought that if it broke, it was going to press higher. It never came to fruition, and the pullback came all the way to 380. So it looks ridiculous, but I actually had a plan. I made sure I followed my plan. And again, it'll look wrong, and it is wrong, but I stuck to the plan at least. That 400 level looks pretty actionable, as well as that 380 going into tomorrow's action. 1 minute to go. The trade of the day today is actually going to be VRPX, but the angle I'm going to take and why it's always worth paying attention to is I did some revenge trading on VRPX, and I'll admit it, as well as things will end up on this stock. Certainly I broke a few rules on the way. It's all explained to you guys so that you can benefit from other traders' mistakes and then how you can avoid those to be even more profitable. Because if I don't break those rules, probably up twice as much on the stock today. Lots of opportunities. I had one long in this stock all day, and I got out for a 40-cent winner. It looks pretty funny in retrospect that I took this 10 break and held on to it to 10.50. At the time, it seemed pretty good.
It did, and right now we just tried to get out there right at 255, but Target has this seller now at 78, so we'll see if it can bust in a little bit here as we only have 15 seconds to go. I'm still offering a little bit higher. We'll see where we can get out on TGT. Hopefully there's like a last second little bump out of the high side here. We'll see if we get 50-cent winner on this one with only 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1,
ring
and hit
it.
that red. Jesus.
Wow, man, like that's
Wow. Okay.
That's
Hello.
actually, it's really loud. Like,
Hello.
trust me, like it's.
I mean, now that I sit here, it's like, hello.
I've been saying it.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Randy, I think, for that. And yeah, that was a good one. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Yeah, enjoy the vacay. Okay. Yeah, that was a good show here. Let's see if we wound up green. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm not sure. What's up, Brandon?
Yeah, no, not so much. Pretty negative, guys, right across the board. Let's have a look at how things ended off the day. It was the Dow leading 0.9 to the downside, 0.6 for the S&P, about 0.9 for the NASDAQ as well. Not much positivity to mention right across the board. You can see ugly. Certain channels talking about how it was 2 negative days in a row for the NASDAQ. But as we saw, guys, at the end of the day yesterday, it got positive.
It did. Like it's weird that they would make that mistake. This mistake didn't get made here. You always got to correct there, Brennan. We'll see what happens on day 3. Usually the market's been pretty resilient for every single pullback, so get out the checkbook did I say checkbook?
You did.
No, for the love of God.
But by the way,
no
guys,
one uses checkbooks.
By the way, we'll spit out a little bit more money here as we get ready to end the show because we did get a fill on target there right at the close, 255 basically. So
On
good,
a dime.
yeah, good fill there, nicely out. So thank God that busted up a little bit to give us that trade because again, we're not going to be holding anything overnight. It was a very, very good day. Join us tomorrow. We'll see about memes and movers possibly coming back. We'll have some talks and we'll see if that's going to happen. Maybe one more day of testing required for that one. But I did want to give a big thank you one more time. Maggie and Lucas working super hard, not only on this show, but on other shows as well. So thank you so much for that. Oh, we did get a super chat quickly.
Mr. Funderburk.
Yes, Funderburk.
I'm just calling him. I'm just calling him brother of the New Jersey Net,
Right.
Lawrence Funderburk. No, he's Sacramento Kings, I think.
Right. So thank you so much, Jason, for that. We definitely want to appreciate it, and I'm always going to try to holler at anybody that gives us a super chat.
Right. Jason, bringing out the checkbook.
Bring it out. Next time, send us Bitcoin, maybe. No, I wonder if they should accept some Bitcoin there at some point.
Oh, they will
as a super chat. That'd be kind of cool. Like 0.001 Bitcoin, something like that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for once again watching, and we had a very, very fun show. There he is. There's Brendan. Thank you so much. Ms. V's still here beside me. So for all of us, guys, join us back tomorrow. It's Neil's Trade of the Day. VPRX should be a good one. Ciao, and we'll see you in the AM.
See you guys.